Hey everyone, welcome back to Unicorn Dust Designs. It's Saturday and we are in the dupe series. So this is episode 2 of our dupe series. I will attach episode 1 of my West Elm dupes in my description box. Today we are doing some of your favorites, Kirklands dupes. All right, you guys, so let's go ahead and get straight into these DIYs. Okay, so our first dupe is this round home sweet home wall plaque. Saw it, knew we can recreate this super easily. So I am taking, these are like, they're like wood rounds from Michael's. They come in a 3-pack. They're actually called like tabletop something. I've had them forever. So at first I coated this with antique wax. And once I realized it wasn't drying, I knew that the two did not mesh, but this would have been the most perfect color ever. So once I realized it didn't dry, I took a baby wipe. I took it right off. That's how you know it wasn't clinging to this wood round here. And I ended up getting Truffle by Waverly and just painting it with that. Then taking this, I think it's 6.5 inches in diameter. It's one of the wood plaques from Walmart. They're 97 cents. I painted it with 1 coat of white by Waverly. And I'm going to do the whole thing. You do not have to do the back of this. And then we are going to go ahead and let that dry any day now. Maybe not. You guys know I'm good at this. Okay, then taking a decal I made with my silhouette, actually. I got my image off of Google and just traced it so that we can get as close to that image as possible. And now you can see this is what it looked like after I put the truffle on. So it is what it is. You can also use that wood like transfer tape stuff that they sell at Dollar Tree. That would be good as well. So then I'm going to put some wood glue on this. I am going to add some hot glue and adhere that. You can put a sawtooth hanger on the back of it. I did not do that because I felt like I wanted to add like a bead hanger after so that I could hang it in my home. So that's it, you guys. These are going to be super easy. That took 2 minutes. That's insane. So yeah, you can add a sawtooth hanger to the back of it, some twine. You could even prop this up on like one of the like plate stands. But I think this is pretty darn stinking close. So you could still see the wood grain in there. We got that beautiful eucalyptus branch. That's what I Googled, and I hope you guys like this one. All right, y'all, that was the first Kirkland's dupe. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the dupes today, if you'll be making some of them. Dupes are some of my favorites to create because I am somebody that is very frugal, and I always look at something and think, can I make that myself for less? So when I realize that I can make it, or at least something super close to it, it really gets me excited. So I hope you guys enjoy the dupe series. Again, the first episode will be down in my description box for you, and we're gonna be doing this for the entire month of June. So if you have other stores or ideas that you want me to dupe, go ahead and comment that down below. And you all know the drill. If you're digging me, if you're digging the channel, if you're digging the DIYs, make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, because it really helps my channel out. And of course, you guys, thank you so much for being here, for supporting my channel, for seeing something in my channel that made you want to stick around. And just a friendly reminder, if you guys go down in the description box, you are going to find all of my links for my other channels, links for my Amazon store, my Etsy shop. I also have my P.O. box down there. And I also have like timestamps. So if there's something you want to come back to later, you can easily go down there, click the little like number, and it'll take you straight to that DIY. And I also type out everything that you'll need for each DIY and where you can get it if it's not in my Amazon shop. So I just wanted to remind you guys of that. And with that said, let's go ahead and get back into the dupes. All right, this next one I've literally have saved on my phone for months. So of course your girl had to try to create it. So I am taking this 12 by 12 framed wood blank. These are actually from Arteza. And I am going to coat the entire thing in white linen by Rust-Oleum. Now, y'all, if you use a lot of white, like I've said before, or gray or whatever color, get the bigger like cans of the Rust-Oleum chalk paint because it's more cost effective in the long run. So there you guys go. I painted the whole thing, 2 coats. And then, all right, then I'm taking this canvas. It's the only way I knew to make straight lines because I couldn't fit anything in the frame. And I'm using a permanent marker. Like I said, these are going to be easy. Now, my girl Bree from Bree's Arts, I will leave her channel down in the description box. She sent me the roll of leather from Dollar Tree. I have not been able to find this at mine, but it's actually pretty good quality. It is super thin, but it does the job. I'm going to go ahead and take my Dollar Tree rotary blade, and I am going to cut this into a 6x6 square here. And here we go. This is why, you guys, I need my measuring mat because I use it all the time. It might not be pretty and I can't get my lighting right to save my life, but you know what? It is what. Okay, you guys, I tried using this fabric tack from Walmart, right? Because it says it adheres to fabric and wood. So I was like, oh, great combo. Well, I mark off my leather here, right? And then I try to push this. Well, I push it and then the bottom explodes out all over the place. So needless to say, I went with the hot glue, which I knew wouldn't work. I knew it wouldn't work, and it didn't work. I don't know why I don't just go with my first instinct, but it peeled right off. So there's that. Don't use hot glue. So then I had to cut another piece. And then I got smart and used the Star Bond adhesive and just put it where I lined where my square piece was gonna go. And then I lay it on there, and this adhesive worked really, really great with this. Then what I do not show you guys is I did get my black permanent marker and put little circles on the corners of that to make it look like black nails were going through there. And lastly, I got my vinyl, which I had no idea vinyl would stick to leather, but it does, like, flawlessly. So if you guys didn't know, now you know. And that is it. And I love this. It's a little off center, but it's okay. I don't think anybody else but myself would pay attention. So you could see the little black circles right there, look like little nails going through. I love the way this came out. It's so bright. I love very modern farmhouse. All right, you guys, I wanted to take an opportunity and invite you to click the links in my description box for my 2 other channels, Crafting a Healthy Life, which is a vlog, and Shop with Sammy, where I share all my Dollar Tree hauls, as well as take you on shopping trips with me. The links will be down in the description box for you. All right, this next one was $69.99, and I don't know if you guessed, but what we use is the sink mat again. You guys, I don't know if you know, but I'm obsessed with these. And we are going to start off with the Still Gray. This is by Waverly. I'm using my chalk brush. We are going to go ahead and pounce this in. And I say pounce because I want the galvanized look. So I want it to have that, it's not texture. What is it? I don't know, you guys. Then I take antique wax. This is all wet, by the way. I don't wait until anything dries. So I did the Still Gray, then I'm taking the antique wax, pouncing that on there. Then after that, I take my brushed metal by Folk Art. This is gonna give us that like shiny galvanized look. I actually do 2 coats of this here and pounce that around again. After that all dries up for us, I am going to take this frame. It's actually from our wedding, and I was really excited that the back was blank. And I'm going to go ahead and get that brushed metal again and pounce it on, stipple, whatever you want to call it, on the frame. Because in the picture, it looked like the frame was like a brighter metal than the rest of it. So I did do 2 coats of this on our frame to give it a brighter metal look. So after we're done with that, I trace out, I learned this from the last time, if you guys didn't see that video. Trace it out first, and then you could go in with your scissors and you just cut that up. It cuts super easily with your scissors here. After I'm done with that, I'm gonna get the back of that picture frame. Now in our dupe picture, it doesn't have a background. You just see the wall, but I knew this wasn't, I couldn't staple the mat to the frame because it was too thin. So I needed something to adhere it to so it did not like bow out. So I'm going to paint this. Oh, that flies back, you guys. I'm going to paint this all white here. We're going to let it dry. I don't know why I feel the need to show you guys all that paint. Then I am just going to hot glue this right on. The hot glue works super well with the mat. It adheres great. You don't have any bubbling. You could also use super glue. So I'm going to do that with all of the strips that go one way. After I'm done, I clean those, the mat up so that it fits perfectly into our frame. And then I pop that back in. Voila. Okay. Now that middle piece that we have, oh, I guess I'm going to add a little bit more. I'm taking this sign from Dollar General. I'm going to kind of prime it with gray. I think it just helps a lot more to cover the black up instead of going in with like a million coats. What is up with my lighting? I do not know what is going on. I'm sorry, y'all. It keeps like changing shades when I didn't even change like the bulbs or whatever. Okay, so then I made this with my Cricut, I believe, and it says Love Grows here. Next, I'm going to take my rub-on transfers. Now, I'm going to use the Dollar Tree Eucalyptus rub-on transfers, but I know they're hard to find. Some other options are to print some eucalyptus images onto tissue paper, and you can Mod Podge it on. They also have eucalyptus tissue paper at Dollar Tree as well. So keep those options in mind if these are something that you cannot find. So these are so fun to work with. They're very easy to work with. I put 2 of these strips on here. I thought I wanted to add another one. I go with the little one. Let's see. But I was like, that's too much, sis. Like, don't go there. Nope. Okay. And then I am just going to hot glue this right on. I just eyeball it. Thank goodness it was pretty centered. And this is going to be our version. So I'm just giving you the angle so you can see that like it's shiny, like galvanized metal. And if you hang it on a wall, it's going to look like the background of your wall. I love how this came out, and it was so much cheaper than the Kirkland's version of this. So I hope you guys enjoy this. This next one, I think we're going to say it's inspired by you guys. I tried my best. So for this one, I found this container literally at the thrift store on Thursday, and I am going to go ahead and clean that up with a alcohol wipe, get all of the dirtiness off of there. Now I'm going to take these pearl adhesives. What are they called? You'll see right here. So I thought these were like the ones that are in the sticker section where like the rows peel off and then they're clear inside. Well, I come to find out these are actually on like a clear like film of paper, I guess you can say. So it's like, so you'll see as I was having so many difficulties because I was like, what is going on here? Why aren't these just peeling off? So you can see they're actually on like clear paper, and these things are super duper sticky. So I put it on. Now, if you guys have ever used vinyl on glass, if you cut little notches into the tops, it curves. It allows you to curve it with the glass. So then I have to cut another piece. And just so you know, I found these adhesives in the floral section. They weren't in the sticker section. They were in the floral section with like, you know, the random flowers and the nautical rope and things like that. That's where I found these, which is kind of weird. But so I go ahead and measure that off. I'm going to go ahead and stick the second piece on here any day now. There we go. And I thought this would be a really good way of getting that like bumpy texture that the Kirkland's one has. And this glass jar was like perfection when I found it in the thrift store. So there I go, hopping on the struggle bus again and not doing a great job editing. I'm so glad that you guys like me for me and not my editing skills, because y'all would have been gone a long time ago if that was the case. Because I know you guys want to sit here for like 2 minutes watching me struggle with this second piece. All right, after we're done with that, I'm going to take the Linen White by Rust-Oleum, and we are going to take a chippy brush. Here we go again. Like, did I not edit any of this? Seriously. Sorry, you guys. No wonder why my video is so long. So, you're welcome for listening to me talk the entire time. Always my pleasure. All right, now we're going to take, oh, I even show you guys I clean up. That's cool. Do you see how once I put the blue mat down, it totally changes the lighting? It's so weird. Okay, so I'm taking the Linen White by Rust-Oleum. I am dabbing that into all the little nooks and crannies. That's why I like using the chip brush on these. And I gave that, I think, just one coat. Then taking my hazelnut, I'm brushing it on my sponge. Now, if I could have done this differently, I probably would have used like the baking soda and paint and kind of like dabbed it in between those, because you'll see on the outcome, it's more of like a inspired by piece instead of a dupe. It still looks amazing, but I think if I would have done the baking soda and paint and kind of like dabbed it in between the little pearls, it would have given us more of what the Kirklands one looked like. Okay, our last one. This is easy peasy Italian squishy. Okay, so $37.49. Try $2. Okay, so pizza pan sheet from Dollar Tree. I spray painted it in a white matte color. We're going in with our brushed metal again. I have been using this a lot. This is by Folk Art, y'all, so pick some up. Again, with my chalk paintbrush. This is the Waverly one. They sell it at Walmart. It comes with the chalk brush and the wax brush for, I think, like $11 or something. So we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, the stippling effect on this. I just think this gives it more depth and more of the galvanized look versus getting a brush and like coating it on there. That's my personal opinion. You can also use like a hammered spray paint if you have it, but I think this is a lot more like affordable and accessible to most. So I'm going to go ahead, do this all over. I do let it dry, and then I put a second coat on it, because when this does dry, it turns a bit lighter. So then I ransacked my kitchen cabinet again. My kids do not know this cup is missing. And I took Truffle by Waverly along with Burnt Umber. And I wanted to get that like red wood look, but it was coming off more like chocolate brown. So I paint this up, I let it dry. Then for the second coat, I get that Burnt Umber by Apple Barrel and I squeeze it on top of the truffle and kind of like, I don't know, like dab it in, and then it gives me this streaky effect of both the colors. So it actually looks like wood grain, and it gave me that more red look that I was looking for from the Kirklands dupe. So I go ahead and I take that all the way around, so you could see I'm just kind of like smearing my brush in there. I'm not actually like mixing it up. So we're gonna let that dry. Then I'm gonna come in with a domino from Dollar Tree, and the bottom of my cup was sunken in just a little bit. So we're gonna hot glue that to the bottom. I'm then going to take my Star Bond thick adhesive, and we are going to figure out the middle for our cup to go on. Now I measured this out, y'all. If you are going to try this, it was with this cup 10.5 inches around. And then I'm going to grab my permanent marker or whatever you have by you. I'm going to mark off where my cup needs to go back down. I'm going to grab that adhesive. I did not need to put that much. Spray my accelerator, and this is going to bond so well to that metal, let me tell you. And we are done. That was so simple. And let me tell you, this might be a plastic cup, but I have a sign on there, 2 glass pieces, and this thing was not going anywhere. It was awesome. And it's simplicity at its best, and it was $2, you guys, plus the paint. So I hope you all enjoyed these Kirklands dupes. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you as always for being here with me today, and I will see you again on Tuesday.
Well,
have a good one.
Like any of these. Scooch up a little bit. Scooch, scooch. Scoochy, oochy.
You guys will probably see me wear this version of the Walmart shirt like a million times in my videos this summer because you don't got a lot of clothes, so everything's on repeat. Oh, I'm thinking about Clueless. You know, she opens up her closet and it moves. Oh, such a hard life. Okay. What are we doing? We are episode 2. All right. Can I be like Bailey Sarian and have that be like my theme song? How she has that. I don't even know what hers is, but that would be mine with the N part. Okay. Lynn's brand. Who's there? Okay, let's get this in. Let's get this in. Wow. Wow, that took like 12 minutes. Girl, you better hurry up before the painter comes. Okay. Okay. You're gonna do this. Okay, bye. Is something alive in your stomach? Thank you, okay?